Hello students, in this video I am going to tell you how you will access your Google form for responding to the questions. Suppose for a particular exam, the link to the form is shared through WhatsApp. So you will open the WhatsApp chat and tap on the link to the form. This will open the form in the default web browser of your device. If you are already logged into the Gmail account, you will be taken directly to the form, and if you are not, then you will have to sign in. So tap on sign in. Then in the next screen, provide your email ID using which you want to access the form. It can be any Gmail ID. Then tap on next and provide the password. Then tap next to go back to the form. If you want your device to remember the password, you can tap the appropriate option. I will say not now. The first page of the form is generally meant for collection of your details like email address, name, class, section and roll number. As you can see, there is a red asterisk symbol appearing next to the question. This shows that the question is mandatory and you have to answer it in order to continue. So I will enter the email address, then the name, select the section and then tap on next. The next page contains the instructions which you should read carefully, and then you can continue answering the questions. If there is asterisk symbol after the question, you have to answer it. You cannot skip it. So I will try to skip this first question and I will go to the second one and I will answer in yes. Then next is, this is another mandatory question, let me answer it, and I will skip the other one. I will try to submit the form, but I am not able to submit. As you can see, I have moved to the question which I left and it had asterisk which says that it is a mandatory question. You can see a warning below the question. It says this is a required question, so you need to answer it. So I will select any of the answers and now I will try to submit. Please notice here that this is another non-mandatory question at the bottom and I am not going to answer it, and I will try to submit it now. Now the form has been submitted and there is a response, your time is over, thank you. It can be any message. Sometimes it can be your response has been recorded or any message. You can simply close the tab and go back. Even if you try to go back to the previous page of the form, you will not be allowed because you are provided with only one chance. Now if you go to WhatsApp and try to open the form again, you will not be able to do that. Why? Because you have already responded. Now I am going to show you how to send the assignments. I assume that you have written the assignments on some sheets and you have to take the snap of them, then convert it into a PDF and then send through email. In order to take the snap, I have placed the sheets in a very lighted area so that I can capture it well. I will be using Google Drive. So let's open the Drive application. By default, you are logged in to the Google Drive application with the default Gmail ID of your device. You can simply leave it logged in, and now if you want, you can create a folder, or if you have an already created folder, you can simply open it. For the purpose of demonstration, I will create a new folder. So tap on plus and then the folder option. Let's name it as exams. Tap on create, then tap on the folder to open it. Now tap on the plus symbol again and select the scan option. This opens the camera. If you are happy with the default settings, you can continue, or if you want, you can go to the settings and then make some changes to the configurations. For example, you can switch to the camera settings and choose the appropriate options for enhancing the low light photos automatically, selecting the camera frame and selecting the picture quality. If you select the high picture quality, it is going to be a very big sized image. You can go for standard or you can go for low. But I recommend that you should go for high because the assignments are meant for corrections. So better the quality, easier it will be to assess. You can look for the other options and you can select them appropriately. For example, you can also increase the contrast, the saturation, sharpness, etc. Now we'll go back to the camera and click the photo. Now tap on the tick mark, tap on the color option, select the color, then tap on the crop button and adjust the edges. Once you are done with the settings, you can tap on done option. If you have some more pages to scan, you can simply tap on the plus icon on the bottom left. Now again click the next page, tap on the tick mark, select the color, then the crop option, adjust the edges. Make sure that you have all the edges perfectly captured in the frame size you are dragging. Tap on done, and if you have more pages, then you can tap on the plus symbol again, or if you want to remove one of the already captured pages, you can tap on minus and you can continue with the addition of more pages. Now tap on save, and as you can see, the file is saved in the drive, but it says it is waiting for Wi-Fi. It is again dependent on your mobile's configuration, so you can tap on the upload button to upload it explicitly with the help of your mobile data. It may take a little time depending upon the internet speed. Now go to the options for the file and select the rename option. This will help you provide a new name to the file. You can name it with your name followed by your roll number. Tap on rename. You can open the file and verify the contents if they are clearly visible or not. In our case, it is very well captured, so we will now share it. So go to the file options and then select send a copy. Then select the Gmail application, and in the from section, by default, the email ID with which the Gmail application has been signed in appears. You need not worry about it. You can simply tap in the to section and write the email ID of the person to whom you want to send the assignment. In the subject, you can mention the subject for which you have submitted the assignment. And you can write your name followed by your roll number. In the compose mail section, you can write the message you want to write. Once you are done with the things, you can tap on the send button. Since the file is already existing online, it will be sent very quickly. Now you can go back to the Gmail application to verify whether it has been sent successfully or not. So we'll open the Gmail application and then we will tap on the menu and see the sent. In the sent section, you see all the emails that you have sent. So clearly you can see here that you have sent some email in which there is an attachment with the name dummy5. Thanks for watching.